What's good, YouTube? And welcome back to a brand new video. Look, man, if y'all new here to the channel, I need y'all to do me a few favors. Number one, like this video. I'll appreciate it. Number two, subscribe to the channel. I'll appreciate it. And number three, make sure y'all turn on that bell, man. So whenever I drop a new video, you will be notified. Once again, I'll appreciate it. Look, man, my subscribers is coming in like that. And I really want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to me from the past 3 to 4 days. I want to thank you so much, man. Thank y'all all for subscribing to me. Let's hit 900 subscribers before July is up, man. I believe we only got like 2 more weeks to go. And I know that we can get 900 subscribers before this month is up. So let's get it. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, go over there and follow me on Instagram at LaPaul_. Once again, that's LaPaul_. LIPAUL_. Especially if you want to see a different side of me from here on YouTube. Also, if y'all don't know now, I'm giving shout outs. And today's shout out go to Love Brown. Love Brown, if you're watching this video, shout out to you. Look, man, Mr. Crier have dropped a video. And this is what I was waiting for, man. I said this in my video yesterday, I believe. I'm waiting for Mr. Crier to drop something. Because I know it was going to be some things that Mr. Crier confirmed that I wanted to know. And I'm pretty sure that a few of us wanted to know. And some of the things that he talked about, he confirmed the things that I wanted him to confirm. And we already talked about it. So let's get into the video. Okay, Mr. Crier did address the whole live stream. You know, when he went off on Love by Erica, and he said he apologized for calling her music trash and stuff, because he did mention that he reacted to it, and when he reacted to it, he wasn't saying that. But he said that he apologized and he was upset at Love by Erica, you know, and y'all know how it is when we upset. We say things that we don't mean. But with that being said, Mr. Crier, you need to really stop, man, because you done did this a few times, and then you apologize, but then you turn right back around and do the same thing again. It's just like, Mr. Crier, you need to really, really apologize. And next time something happens like that, man, just take a breather and just try to talk to Love by Erica about it one-on-one off of YouTube. Mr. Crier also mentioned that us content creators, we have the right to make a video on everything that's going on right now. Like he said, they put themselves out on the internet. They exposing themselves. They letting people know what's going on. So it's just people like us that's going to talk about it. Even if he didn't come out though and admit that, like, oh yeah, we putting ourselves out there. Even us content creators, we know that. So Mr. Crier didn't have to confirm that. But yeah, I'm happy that he did confirm that. Mr. Crier admitted that he was hurt about, you know, the whole baby situation. And that's why he went off on Love by Erica on that live. Now I'm pretty sure that he probably wanted the baby to be really his, and he wished that the baby was really his and he didn't have to go through adopting a baby and all that stuff. He wished that the baby was already his and his feelings was hurt. And I can respect him for admitting that, because a lot of people wouldn't come out and say that. A lot of people wouldn't. They would have just kept hiding it and made it seem like it was something that it wasn't. But he did say that he's going to stick to what he said. The things that he told us in those videos, he said he's going to stick to it. So let's see if Mr. Crier stick to his words. He also was like, who in the hell get a person name tattooed on them 3 times? And I was wondering that myself in the video that Creole B mentioned that in. I forgot to mention it myself, but now I am, because Mr. Crier brought it back up. Who gets someone that they love tattooed on them 3 times? I know you love that person, but it's just like, geez, 3 times? You overdoing it at this point. And once again, Creole B is a liar. Remember she said she don't watch Love by Erica and Mr. Crier content and stuff? But meanwhile, after that live, she hit Mr. Crier up. So if you don't watch their stuff, why are you hitting him up after that? Not only that, she admitted to Mr. Crier that she seen that live stream when he was going off on Love by Erica. So if you don't watch their stuff, why are you watching that love stream? Because you know he going after someone you don't like? That's why? So now you want to try to entertain it now, because you like, oh, he on bad terms with Erica right now? I don't like her, so this is good for me. You know, stuff like that. And it's just like, Latoya, you are a liar. Now, this is something that Creole B should have been done. Somebody told me probably months ago that Creole B did admit to, you know, Mr. Cryer helping her get her name out there and thanking her and stuff. But I never seen it. So if she did, I never seen it. But Mr. Cryer said that Creole B did say, thank you for getting my name out there, and I'm sorry for lying about the furniture. And she made a whole big deal about that too, talking about Mr. Cryer didn't buy the furniture. But then on the phone, you telling him, I'm sorry for lying? Why do you keep lying? And then you come on YouTube and try to make it seem like you're not lying when in reality you are. Once again, Creole B lied. Remember, I was saying like, dang, I wonder if this stuff was true. When Love by Urkel was saying, they told Cryer certain things, I was like, man, I wonder if that stuff is true. But Cryer confirmed it. Cryer confirmed it, and this was another reason why I wanted Cryer to make a video, because I wanted to hear what he had to say about that phone call. But he did confirm that LaToya said the wedding was called off. And then LaToya in her video talking about, oh, it's not called off. I never said that. Yada, yada, yada. Like, once again, you are a liar. Y'all gonna hear me saying this a lot in this video, but it's true. She is a liar. All you LaToya supporters, go cry about it somewhere else on somebody else's channel and somebody else's comments, because I don't want to hear it. Mr. Cryer also confirmed that, yes, he didn't meet up with Creole B and Mr. Mucker because he didn't want to hurt Love by Urkel feelings. And like I said in my previous video, I knew Mr. Cryer still cared about Love by Urkel and he wouldn't do that to hurt her. And that's basically what he said. And he also mentioned that why would he do that? And he know that he'd be around Love by Urkel and her kids, and Dion. Like, why would he do that when he know that he got to be around Love by Urkel more than he ever around Creole B or Mr. Mucker? So that was good for him to do that and not to meet up with them. That's what you call loyalty right there. And I believe that Creole B also told Mr. Cryer that Urkel and Mucker was out. It's because she tried to make Mr. Cryer even madder at Love by Urkel. She probably thought Mr. Cryer was going to be like, oh, they out? Oh, no, let's go spy on them together. Or you call Mucker or I call Urkel, and we're going to try to get some truth out of either side. And we're going to prove that they messing around with each other and yada, yada, stuff like that. Because that's what LaToya do, and that's the type of person that she is. But whole time, what's funny about it, Mr. Cryer ain't even have a problem with it because he feel how Urkel feel. Mr. Mucker, go be a father. Go meet your child. I'm not mad at you about that. He not mad at Love by Urkel about that. And why would he be? It's just LaToya is just so crazy up here. She thinks something is going on when it's really not. Mr. Cryer did also confirm that him and Mr. Mucker did, squash the beef over the phone. And that is good that they squashed the beef because at the end of the day, they both got kids by Love by Urkel. God forbid, God forgive me, they see each other and someone get hurt. Or worse, someone, something bad happened to the point where as though that person don't make it to see the next day. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So it's good that they did squash that because no one want to get hurt over something this crazy and this petty. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to be worth it. Mr. Cryer said that he also told Mr. Mucker, look, man, go be there for your child. Even before the DNA results do get back to you, go be there for your child. Even Mr. Cryer know that that's Mr. Mucker's child, man. Come on now, but it's a shame that another grown man, Mr. Cryer, it's a shame that Mr. Cryer even got to go tell Mr. Mucker go be a dad. Mr. Mucker, you should be a dad already to your child without nobody telling you. You already got kids, Mr. Mucker, so you know the deal. I mean, you probably never went through no situation like this. I'm not sure because I don't know you. But it's a shame that another grown man got to tell you, look, man, just go step up and be a forward, man. Those DNA results going to come back. But look, go do your job, man. That's your child. Go take care of him. LaToya is a snake, man. One moment she going to Mr. Cryer, telling him things about Mucker. The next moment she going to Mr. Mucker, telling him things about Mr. Cryer. It's just like, ain't that's why you in this situation in the first place, LaToya? Ain't that's how you got with Mr. Mucker? Because you went behind Cryer back, telling Mr. Mucker things? That's how y'all got with each other. Like, stop going behind people back doing snake-ass shit. Mr. Cryer also said that he didn't like how LaToya was coming for the kids, for his kids anyway. And I feel him on that, like, yo, don't come for my kids. You're my ex-girlfriend, but I don't have no kids with you. You don't know my financial situation. You don't know what's going on over here for real. I was with you for a few months. But other than that, y'all don't really know what's going on over here. And don't come for mine because they ain't coming for yours. So I feel him on that. Don't do none of that. You can say what you want about me all day. But when you come for them, you crossing the line. And I feel like that personally with my kids in real life here. Forget all this YouTube stuff. You come for my kids, that's it. I'm not with none of that. Mr. Cryer, he didn't like how LaToya was trying to make it seem like all this stuff started because of Love by Erica. And Mr. Cryer even confirmed that this stuff started because of Creole B, because she reached out to Mr. Mucker when her and Mr. Cryer were still together. Creole B did that. And that's where all the drama started. Because why are you reaching out to someone else while me and you together? And I remember LaToya saying some stuff like, oh, I just wanted to make sure he was okay after the stuff that Love by Erica did to him and blah, blah, blah. But if you with Mr. Cryer, why are you reaching out to check on another man? It don't matter what him and Love by Erica went through. That's not your man. You shouldn't have nothing to do with that. But that's our problem. She always sticking her nose in something that she got nothing to do with in the first place. Mr. Cryer said that Love by Erica sent him a picture of Dion in the stroller asleep. Creole B took that picture and sent it to Mr. Mucker. Why are you sending a picture to somebody else? Not only that, Creole B, that's not your son to be doing that. And at that time, Mr. Mucker was not your man. And third of all, that's creepy. Like, what are you doing? And it's just like, that is what started it. Creole B started all this stuff. And for the people that saying she didn't, y'all crazy. Because stuff like that is what started it. Creole B started doing sneaky stuff like that, sending pictures on the low until it got deeper and deeper. Until her and Mr. Mucker started conversating about other stuff, and then eventually they met up, and then eventually they got together. You know, so it just kept building and building and building. So that was Creole B's fault. Mr. Cryer said that he told Creole B, do not get involved in the situation. And what did she do? She got involved in the situation. But I'm not surprised because after Mr. Cryer and Creole B broke up, she came out with that video, that first video on her channel. She made a YouTube channel and she came out with that video. Next thing you know, where she at now, here on YouTube. She knew that that was going to get her up there. She knew that was going to get her subscribers, likes, and views by involving herself in that whole situation. Because if she never involved herself in that whole situation, half of us still wouldn't even know who Creole B is. And she knew that. Love by Erica said that Mr. Cryer said, long as you take care of your child, I won't put you on child support. Mr. Cryer even confirmed that in his video that he brought out. He did say that. And it's like Mr. Mucker, all you have to do is take care of your child and she wouldn't put you on child support. Now I know you saying you want to be put on child support, you want to put yourself on child support for your reasons, and I mean whatever, if that's what you want to do, that's cool. Mr. Cryer even said that he was on child support, but Love by Erica didn't even want the child support once she knew that Mr. Cryer was taking care of Dion. And that just makes me think even more like Mr. Mucker. If you stepped up and did your part in the first place, this wouldn't even be going on right now. Mr. Cryer even said this too. You know, so basically Creole B tried to make it seem like she broke up with Mr. Cryer because Mr. Cryer told Love by Erica that she couldn't have kids. You know, all that stuff, you know, that happened. And then Creole B got with Mr. Mucker to get revenge on Love by Erica. Mr. Cryer basically confirmed that. But I knew this stuff back in January, February. I've been saying this to y'all. Mr. Cryer just confirmed how I already felt and how some of us felt in the first place. LaToya got with Mr. Mucker to get revenge on Erica. That was why she got with Mr. Mucker. And that is how, you know, they became official and all that. And Mr. Mucker, he's a puppet. He's a puppet. So he fell for LaToya right away. All LaToya had to do was probably, you know, do him a couple times, get him in bed a couple times. Next thing you know, they together. That's all it took for Mr. Mucker. Mr. Cryer said Love by Erica didn't start this stuff, but he's sure she's going to finish it. Now, I don't know what he mean by that. Now, I know that Mr. Cryer knows stuff that we don't know because he know Erica personally, and I'm pretty sure him and Erica talked on the phone about things that's still to come that we haven't even seen yet. So, Erica probably got something coming out that's really going to just dead all this. Mr. Cryer also confirmed that Creole B used to be talking trash about Mr. Mucker to him, about how he dressed and stuff like that. But that same man that can't dress, that's your fiance now? Like, what, LaToya? Like, everything she do, the decisions that she make, just make me believe more she only got with Mr. Mucker for revenge. It was never because that's who she wanted all along. It was all about revenge. Also, Mr. Crier also confirmed that LaToya did say she was struggling, with buying the kids' school clothes and stuff like that. And remember, I was like, I wonder if LaToya really said that. Like I said before, and that was another reason why I wanted Mr. Crier to come out with a video, because I knew that he was going to tell the truth. I knew that he was going to say what really happened on that phone call. And nobody else would have told the truth like Mr. Crier told the truth. And that's why I'm happy he came out with this video. But yeah, man, like I always tell y'all, if another video drop, I'm going to be right back here reporting it. Let me know what y'all think about this entire situation down in the comment sections below. I will be back with more content. Like I said in the beginning, like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff, man. Let's get to 900 subscribers before the end of July, because I know we can do it, man, because I got awesome supporters. With that being said, I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I'm out. Peace.